Hey everyone, so glad that you're here. I am here with my amazing client Rachel, and I'm so excited to dive in with her today, share a little bit about her business. She is a psychic business strategist and she is incredible. We've been working together for 4 months now, and she is just blowing my mind. And so I really wanted to come on, share about her and her journey. And so, hello, Rach, welcome.
Hey, thank you so much for having me. It's early here. You woke me up.
Oh, I'm so glad that you could come on because, yeah, you're just doing incredible things, and so many people need to know about you. And so, we're working together for 4 months now. How were things with you and business and stuff before we began?
Yeah, so I felt and obviously being psychic, I knew I was going to work with you at some point. I felt this really strong pull to you. And before I was doing some good months, I was like, sometimes I was getting close to six figures, and then, it would be a little bit like droppy. And then I remember coming to you in a really crunchy month. I had a really crunchy month before I came to you, and I was like, right, this is it. I'm going to do it. Now, I think for those who are watching this who invest heavily in themselves and they do a lot of this work. I've done a lot of things before you.
Yeah.
I've been to I've had lots of other like coaches, I've done the healing, I've done the energetics, I've done all the things. And I felt something was missing still. And I knew, and intuitively, I knew there was somebody out there. And this is not like a savior thing. It wasn't like I had this feeling that somebody was going to expand me in my business. And I just intuitively knew that. So I'd done a lot of things before finding you. And what I really loved about you and what I was really drawn to you about was you embodied your work. You're a messaging queen, but you do so much more than messaging when you're actually working together. It's crazy. But you're a messaging queen and you really showed that in your work. Like you were a complete embodiment. I could feel this beautiful, like regulated, gorgeous energy. You really had a very peaceful, you had a business that I wanted to achieve. And I think as well, like you also you just kind of gave this expertise and your client results were amazing. And I was like, when you look at your client results and go, God, these people blow up. Like God, I hope when you come in, go, I hope that's me one day. And then it ended up being like me. So I was really happy with that. But it was like that's what happened before I came to you. So we come off the back of a little crunchiness. And I was like, right, I need to get my shit together. I need the right team in place to help me with this.
Mm,
Um, so I came to you for an intensive first.
like
Then I came in
a one-off session.
one-off session. Then I came into, yeah, one-off session. Sorry, because I call mine intensives one-off sessions. Then I came to you for a month. Then I went for 3 months, and then now I'm locked in for a whole year. So it was like, and I came to you and I messaged you. Do you remember this message I sent you? And I said, listen, the investment's not an issue. I was like, I am just so nervous. I've been burnt before with coaches. And you were like, I've got you. I've got you. Let's do it. So I kind of step stoned in a little bit. And then I went
Yeah.
obviously.
And
Mm.
that is really, really understandable. Like I feel like especially someone like you who you've invested, you've done things, you've worked with other people who do strategy and stuff. I totally understand looking at my stuff and I'm talking about messaging and I'm talking about this being off. You can be someone who's like, other coaches have told me that's fine. Other coaches have told me I'm nailing that. Other coaches have told me that's in place. And so I remember you messaging me and being a bit unsure. And that's why, you wanted to jump into that one-off session, which was totally fine. And I remember that session so clearly talking to you because I think you were really nervous. You're like, I don't know, like, am I only ever going to be at this level? Like, am I not destined for anything more? And I remember seeing your work and seeing what you're doing. And I was just like, Rach, like, you're insane. Like, you're talented. Like, you're genuinely really, really talented. But I remember, yeah, you were so nervous and stuff, which is fair enough. Like, I totally understand that.
Yeah, so that's where I was before. And and another thing is often I was like, my messaging's good, but like,
How did
yeah, I
how did
think
you
but,
feel
but I was
after
like,
our
my
first
messaging's great.
But like after our first session, did you still feel that way? Or were you like, did you feel different when we went through your message and stuff on the first session? Did you still feel like my
Gave
message?
me a lot of I had a lot of quick aha moments
Yeah.
where I could improve. And I'm a mess, I've studied myself, so it was kind of like what, that really like changed the game for me in the like aha moments. So I obviously came to work with you. You taught me back obviously from the crunchy month back in the zone, and then I quickly leaped to 160,000 a
Yeah.
month,
And
which was
in our
like,
second, yeah, so we're yeah, in our second month together, you did like 160.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I remember, so, and like I said, with Emma, you kind of see the messaging in the forefront, but you do other work behind the scenes. I felt like you gave me identity shifts, and so we did the work on the messaging, but you also helped me with some like, shifts in that way. But one of the things that I kind of got really helped me with you is I'm a psychic, but I'm a strategist, and I'm a strategist first and foremost. And that's I'm what I geek out over. So I'm a strategist. I'm like, copy, content, messaging, like everything strategy that you can think of, ads, etc. That is my jam. That is what my background is in. That is what I've known for years, and that is what I love. And I can talk about it till the cows come home. That's like a
Yeah.
British saying. And then what happens is with my psychic abilities, I get a psychic like glaze over the top where my psychicness directs the strategy, informs the strategy. So a lot of my clients collapse time, and I've had incredible results, insane results, well above industry average, where like I've had clients coming at 10K months and they're now at like 1 million. So but I wasn't articulating
Yeah.
that, and I wasn't showing
Definitely.
that. You really showed me that clarity of, wait, we've got to sort this out here, because because sometimes, and this has been totally honest, and I'm sure like some people see psychics as just readers. I'm not a reader.
Yeah. You
It's like it informs my work and it helps people to, and I don't use the word lightly, to collapse time. And that is what you really helped me to ground into, show your strategic expertise, show this and that, because I wasn't fully doing that. And I used to think, okay, the psychicness is this kind of really, but you kind of showed me where my gift was and my genius was and what I needed to amplify even more. And I think that is when, my genius is a best fit for multiple six-figure, seven-figure entrepreneurs. And they started to flock to me as well.
know.
And then we started to look at my packages. And then I obviously had a 50K package, and I sold it like sweets. It was crazy. It was the most easiest thing to sell
That's what
ever in my
happens,
business.
right? Like
Yeah.
that, like when you truly know exactly what your zone genius is, who you're meant to do it for, and what you can deliver on over and over and over again, it is so, and we can actually communicate that very clearly. And you're 100% like, this is who I am. It's so clear. That's just what happened. Like boom, 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 right?
Yeah, and I'm going to be totally honest with like guys, listen to this. The reason I'm with you for a year is I'm still not mastered it. I love to do mastery. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah, oh, for
And
sure.
I'm like, okay, I'm going, I'm mastering it, but I want to master it even more. So that's why I decided to do the 12 months, because I think that's the time it takes to really master like a skill set and stuff. But with one of the other things I loved about you, I found like a kindred spirit and a mentor. Like, I kind of found like somebody who got me, somebody who saw my brilliance. And that was probably one of the most amazing things, when like a mentor can hold you to your highest and
Yeah.
to keep it there energetically. It's powerful. And then the other pieces as well is you really care. You really give a shit. That's what I love about you. You really want people to win in your world. The service level, I'm big on like delivering high levels of service, and you were mirroring that back to me with and it was just like I felt really supported, and I felt really good in my business. So and I knew, I was like, right, I found my match. It kind of like, that feeling, you go, "Oh, found them," like, because it's not that we need some, but it just felt so good to find somebody like the match that I've been looking for in that sense. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was amazing in that sense. And one of the biggest things I think was so beautiful is like I moved to Dubai, and I just moved to Dubai when I was working with you, and I saw this apartment, and I was like, I want to live, I'm going to live there one day. I want to live there one day. And at the time when I moved here initially, it was a little bit out of my price range, but since working with you, I was able to invest in this apartment. So that was a really nice magical moment for me. And I was like, oh, that is like, oh, you can see the real tangible stuff in your life as a result of like changing your business. Like you are a game changer. Like you definitely changed the game for me. So yes, so much magic and so much love to you as well. So yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. But like the thing is, like you are so talented though. And that's why something I talk about so much in my content, which I know you resonated with, we had a conversation about this recently, is like when you
Yes.
know you're so good and you're not making the money you want, that's when you need to come find me because it's not about me like marketing you a certain way to try and pretend you're legal. Like you're genuinely so talented. And I think that's why you were drawn to me because you felt like I saw that within you. Like I could, even after a session, like I could see that within you. And
Yeah.
and that's why you deserve everything you're achieving right now. Like it is so normal for you because it's not just about let's just help you make lots of money for the sake of it. It's like you're genuinely serving your people, you're getting amazing results, and they absolutely love you. You over deliver over and over and over again. And so everything, you just deserve all of it. You know, it's easy because of who you are and because of how you serve your people. And that's why it's just so much fun working with you because we can be on our calls, we can be talking back and forth, and you can say something like we need to post out this because I can see that how other people need to see that genius is so clear. Like it's so clear when they talk to you.
Thank you. No, that's so kind. Like I do, because that's this another thing. Like every post that you posted hit me. I was like, this woman knows how to do messaging. Like, but again, you don't just like within and the background within the long term. Like I'm getting everything else but messaging with you, and it's like business, general business, like the identity work that's massively helped me to get behind. You do a lot because obviously you've experienced. You do a lot more for me than just the meshing pieces.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's kind of yeah, it's
Yeah.
been incredible in that sense. I was going to say something else, but I forgot. It's gone out my ADHD
That's all good.
brain.
That's all good. I'll always remember one of my favorite moments on our time together so far is when we were doing a session and we were talking about that identity thing, about you and about selling packages at $50,000 level. And
Oh
we
yeah,
we touched on it for the first time in a session, and someone
yeah,
literally reached out to her afterward and asked about it. The next week we had our next session, right? And we were talking about it. During that session, someone reached out to her and was like, I am in for your $50,000 package. And it was hilarious. We were both just laughing because we'd just like been talking about that and you owning that and being 100% okay with it. And the
yeah,
timing was crazy. Like both times
yeah.
it was crazy. Like it was.
It was insane. It was insane. And the women that come in were incredible. Like, this is another thing as well. The person that was coming into my world, they are remarkable. And
That's
that was
changed
another
a
thing
bit,
as
isn't it?
well.
That's changed a
Yeah,
little bit.
yeah. It's just this like industry, like what I would call industry leaders, people I've admired. Do you know? For it was like, whoa. I used to write this in my like manifestation journal, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is happening. And there's another little cute one as well, where I remember like I was walking in the mall the other day and I saw roses, and I was like, I really would like some roses. Didn't think about it, and you sent me roses like 2 weeks later to celebrate
Yeah.
my month. But it's weird. Like I'm now in 2025, and if somebody said like you live in this apartment in Dubai, like all this and that, and like 200K months are now like the realm, like a possible, like I would just be like, what the fuck? Sorry if I'm swearing, guys. Like I'll be like, what the actual fuck? Never. So that is what I mean. It's like crazy, like a complete. I feel like I've lived many lifetimes within that 4 months.
But it's crazy, but it's so normal because of who you are and because of what you offer. It's
Yeah.
like that. I think part of you is probably like you probably felt so frustrated, like why isn't this going the way that I want? And now you're like, oh, like oh, like you finally cracked the code. And that's
Yeah,
how
it
I
feels like
felt.
it's
Like
clicked.
yeah, like I do remember you first reaching out to me in our first call, and I think you were so like, is this gonna be the thing?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense
Because
because
like,
you should be
yeah,
where you are right now.
yeah, and like I said, it's not the investment. Like I was like, it was like it's not this. I'm just like at this I'm just at this place right now where I just need to make the right move for me.
Yeah, of course,
And
of course.
yeah, it happened. And then, yeah, and then I remember on one of the calls, another call was really magical. We did some identity work and I had this shift and I could feel my body go like that. And I stopped and I can see, like, watch that recording back on the thing. And I'm like, I can see me change. It was like, I said to you after, I said, I think I've just shifted. And you were like, and then I had a call with one of my friends who's very, because I'm always around the world of psychics and intuitives, they just tell me, she was like, you've shifted. I was like, I know. I've just had this call my mentor, and like we did, yeah, it was thingy. So these, all these different like pieces in place. And like I said, I've got my dream team now. I have you, and I do have like my like healer. I don't know what best to call her. She's like some magical person, but like that is. But it's like I've got my perfect pair, like to like and so it's just it feels really good for 2025 for me in that
Yeah.
sense. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
like where are you going to be in a year's time? Like this year, we are just going to keep taking the next level.
I know. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Yeah.
I know, 'cause this is only 4 months. Like we've got a whole another year together. Um,
Yeah. And I looked at, and it's thingy because you've got these results where people do blow up in your world, and you go in to your coach and you're like, I hope that what happens, like, I hope will that happen for me? Or I
yeah,
really want that to happen to me. I want to be one of those cut posts. I want to be like one of those posts that you write. And it was like, yeah. So
it's amazing, Rach. I'm so glad that you came into my world because you're incredible, and I love our sessions. I love our chats. You're hilarious, and it's just so much fun doing this with you. And we're just getting started. Like this time of the year, I just don't even know where
I
you'll be.
don't know what's possible anymore. It's like weird. I'm in this space where I just don't know what's possible anymore, and I'm open to it in the best way possible
Yeah.
because I leaped with you so much. Like 100K month, I would be like 100, like I obliterated it. I was even on the cusp of getting a 200. Remember, I was like, what? Crazy. Yeah.
Love it. I love it. But yeah, like soon we'll do 200K will be normal and it will just, yeah, keep going from there. But I just
Yeah.
appreciate you and all your kind words and sharing your experience. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, you're amazing.
Yeah. You're amazing. You are like you're the real deal. You do know that. Just to let everybody know, she is the real deal.
Thank you so much, lovely. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
See you later.